Dan Gilroy's directorial debut in 2014, Nightcrawler, sees Jake Gyllenhaal as Lou Bloom, a down-on-his-luck but very ambitious man who takes an interest in becoming a stringer, someone who films potential newsworthy incidents and then sells them to news networks for cash. At first he seems to act within the law, however the more and more crime scenes he films, the more and more he draws the line between observer and participant of the crime. Jake Gyllenhaal delivers a career-high performance as protagonist Lou Bloom, in a role many people are comparing to Travis Bickle from Taxi Driver. Jake Gyllenhaal is a sociopathic man who is willing to do anything to find success and money. He comes across as uneasy to the audience, whether it's his bulging eyes or peculiar demeanour. There's something discomforting about him that a lot of the audience can't quite describe. Gyllenhaal has described the character Lou Bloom as a product of this generation, and he feels has been raised on the internet and that we are basically brainwashed to find success at whatever cost. In some scenes during the chaos he is filming, he seems to be absolutely enthralled. He shows a great deal of passion and even a deranged sense of professionalism as he idly stands by with camera in hand filming people's unfortunate incidents. As he progresses through the film, he starts to alter several crime scenes in order to make his footage look a lot more presentable and more visceral for the viewer experience. It's almost like Rene Russo's network chief Nina and society create people like this who are willing to put moral and ethics aside in order to earn as much money. It creates a form of competitiveness with fellow stringers who he's against, played by Bill Paxton. Nightcrawler also shows us a bit of grim behind the scenes of newsrooms and how they basically approach the news. As I've grown, I've always found myself turning more away from the news, for one simple reason, in that it's always seen as too negative. Yet it shows us that people still stay tuned regardless of the violence and the chaos that the stringers capture. Rene Russo's studio head Nina wants the worst to be shown on her network. It shows us that news networks are willing to show anything in order to get people to tune in order to increase ratings. Nightcrawler is a well-written film that shows us the dark, grim side of news, and Jake Gyllenhaal delivers a career-defining performance like no other. I'm giving Nightcrawler a 4 out of 5 stars.